What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is where I kind of am bringing you with me on my weight loss slash calorie deficit journey. I'm not at my goal yet, but I'm literally taking you guys in real time on my journey, letting you know what I'm eating, what I'm doing, what my progress is. Are things going good? Are things going bad? Am I trying out new things? And so I'll be talking about that in this video today. And so I'm going to be posting, you'll be seeing here either to my left or my right. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's going to be like my progress. I'm going to show you like my steps that I've been doing on average, what I've been eating, how many calories I've been eating on a daily slash like weekly basis, and then also showing you my progress. I'm going to be showing you progress like my actual weight, and then also other measurements as well, because you know I was kind of learning recently that it's not just the scale. It's you really should be measuring yourself, like your waist and your abdomen and things like that. So I'm going to show you all of that progress as well, and then I'll show that, and then at the end of the video, if you make it through there, or if you're making it to this point right now, sorry, go ahead and comment, like if I'm forgetting to like talk about something, if you have any questions or whatever, like go ahead and comment down below, throw some suggestions out there of what I should talk about. Or again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. And I'm definitely interactive with the commenters. So yeah, I'm going to show you my progress. So this is my progress in the last month of my steps, which is about 12,000. I think before that, I wanted to bump it up to 12,000. I think before that, I was doing like a little bit less than 10,000. I think I was like, before that, I was averaging like 9,000 ish, which is not bad. But I think the 12,000 gave it a little bit of a bump. So here's proof that I've been doing about 12,000 steps per day, which is about 5.5 to 6.5 miles per day on average. And you think about it, at the end of the week, 7 days, that's about 42 miles. That's basically for me walking to my house here in Sunnyvale all the way to San Francisco, like if I were to do that weekly. And like that's pretty big. And it's just walking. It's just walking. I'm not running. When I was doing HIIT classes like Orange Theory, and when I would like run or do intense cardio, I really did realize, and I really did notice my appetite skyrocketed. And I was just over here thinking, oh, since I'm an athlete now, I run and I do all these HIIT workouts and stuff. Not actually an athlete, I was being sarcastic, but I'm just thinking, oh, I don't need to track anymore. I can eat whatever I want, because I run now, I run a mile a day. And I do like these Orange Theory classes, but my appetite went through the roof. I just ate whatever I want, didn't track. I was eating a lot, had a lot of like cravings. I mean, I really did. I had a lot of cravings. I wouldn't even consider myself someone that would have like a really bad sweet tooth, at least. Every now and again, yeah, I mean, dessert is cool, but it was never like, oh, I needed it or I craved it or it was even like a weekly thing. My cravings just went through the roof. And then I kind of was watching some videos and stuff, and someone kind of pointed out to me that like like that's what high intensity cardio does. And I never really I guess I never put two and two together. Obviously, if you overeat, if you're basically eating your calories back, all that hard work is just, your hard work is just out the window pretty much. But even averaging 1750, I want to say I'm roughly losing about like 0.7 of a pound per week, which I'm not necessarily, I mean, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I'll be thinking that if my, my calories are there, I would be losing a little bit more. But again, very happy, very thankful for losing that, you know, that 0.7 pound per week. I'll show you here. So if I weighed about 196.6 back in, I think it was March, I believe. And now, so basically today I weigh 186.2. Basically what I did was I averaged that out, like basically how much weight did I lose like in that time frame. I think it was like 10 point something, 10.4, something like that. But you break it down by week, like you divide it with how many weeks it's been. Say it's been like, if it's been 3 months, then 12 weeks. Whatever the case was, it got broken down into about 0.7 pounds per week, like on average. And that's with eating around 1,750 calories, but that is also with the 12,000 steps per day. And I would say with the 12,000 steps, I wasn't consistent with that. I didn't really like start that until like maybe a month to maybe a month and a half ago. So even earlier in this year when I kind of started the diet, March, April, I was only getting like 9,000 steps. So I kind of bumped it up a little bit. And what I've been doing right now, the steps and the calories. So the calorie deficit of 1,750 roughly on average, with the 12,000 steps per day. I'm just going to keep doing that. And as soon as I hit a plateau, which I don't think I am, here's my weight over the last couple of months or so. I don't think I should change anything too much until I really hit a plateau, which is like basically if I weigh myself 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. And that's if like the scale didn't move at all. Even if it moved a little bit, that's a good thing. And then one day, I remember on June 20th, I weighed 190.2. And then June 21st, the next day, I was 187.2 or something like that. It was literally 3 pounds lower. And no, I didn't lose 3 pounds overnight. You have to kind of do that on like a weekly basis. But what I've been doing right now for female, 5'4", 30 years old, I weigh 186.2 pounds. That's what I've been doing. I know everyone's different, but it's really good to kind of, if I could give you like a tip, to literally make it as less, and this might sound like a lazy advice, but to really make it uncomplicated as possible if you can, like fit your diet in with your lifestyle, because at the end of the day, that is what you're going to be able to do long term. You hear a lot of people say sustainability nowadays. That's exactly what that is. I mean, if you just can't cut certain things out of your life forever at least, then you literally have to keep them in your diet, or else like it's just not realistic. You'll only lose the weight temporarily. But I mean, if you enjoy having a seltzer here and there, if you enjoy this certain kinds of food, and not only that, if you can fit it into your your deficit, I mean, even better. But you kind of have you really do have to work your diet into your lifestyle. Of course, if you want it, you're gonna have to change some things, some environmental factors, and yeah, you're gonna have to do a few things. It's not gonna be like piece of cake. But honestly, the second you realize that you want it and you want something, for me, it was like I saw a picture and I was like, damn. And I was like, something needs to change. So that was kind of like my thing. That and just kind of how I look and feel, like it is very important to me, and so I'm making these videos for inspiration for others. Any people that need that kickstart to just kind of have it hit them, like, this is the motivation to get started. For me, I've been always like a yo-yo dieter, like kind of on and off. I would kind of get close to my goals and then just F it up, thinking I could just eat whatever and however much I want. That and, the whole keto thing, like it only works and then it just stops working for me, at least. I've seen others and they were able to keep doing it and they kept losing the weight. I think it just stopped working for me at one point, because it was just like, I couldn't do it all the time. There's just no way of not eating like carbs. And then when you do eat the carbs, it's like who knows, you could gain weight on keto because you're eating fat and then you eat it's just, I mean, it just didn't end up working out for me like long term. It only helped me lose maybe like that first 10 pounds, which is great, honestly. But after that, I mean, it wasn't sustainable. Therefore, I lost no more weight than that. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, or you want me to talk about other things, like have any questions you want me to add them in my videos, let me know. I posted like a grocery haul, one of my last videos. I pretty much get the same things every now and again. I might get tired of something and then I'll change it to something else. Like I was getting a little bit tired of the spring mix. I really love spring mix, but I was eating it every day that I was like, okay, I'm starting to enjoy this a little bit less. So for example, for that, like I just, for a little break, I just won't buy spring mix for a little bit, and I'll just, I don't know, I'll just do another kind of vegetable or something like that. But I still buy the Greek yogurt. I still do the yogurt clusters, and maybe it'd be a good idea if I post some of those recipes. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But yeah. All right. So here you'll see that my inches is going down with my abdomen, my hips, my waist. They don't lie. And so I've been doing this recently. As you can tell, I've only been doing it 2 or 3 times, like measuring. But look how much more of a victory this is than the scale that's taken its dang time to go down. But look at all this progress with these measurements and these inches, though. I love seeing that. I love seeing that, and I'm so glad I brought that Renfo measurement thing, because now I have a lot more ease of mind of like what I'm doing is actually working, and I love that. But yeah, if you're interested in continuing to watch my journey, my calorie deficit journey, come back to the channel, and you can see all my updates. You even comment something that and you have any questions, or you would like to know anything. If I miss talking about something, but yeah, I'll be posting like every few weeks, maybe not every week, just because I feel like um I want to be able to show like the progress, and every day and every week. Like the scale might not move, and I definitely don't like measure myself every day. That's like literally every 2 weeks. Um, so I do that every 2 weeks or so, and then the scale every few days, maybe even every few couple of weeks. I do want to kind of see it go down. I think the doing it every day kind of thing, even though it's good for data, I just think it genuinely would drive me crazy. I've been happy with weighing myself every maybe 2-3 weeks, and I've been happy because I've been seeing it go down. So obviously I'm doing something right.